Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm back again, and I'm very happy that each and every one of you is here. I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, liking, and just being my friend and hanging out and crafting with me. So today I have a fun crafting project for you. Hold on a minute. I just realized I needed to do something before we got going. Can you guess what it was? I need to open one more window blind because I got a big shadow. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. Not that you can tell, but when I look in the camera, it looked terrible. So anyway, how are all of you? Are you all good? I hope you're all having a fabulous day. I am. It's a beautiful, sunny, 70-degree day here in California. Kind of strange. We had very thick fog this morning coming in off the bay, which, yay! Cooled it down because we've been in the high 80s, so I'm happy for it. So anyway, I have a project today I thought I would share with you. I was working on it and I thought, well, maybe they'd like to learn to do this too, or maybe they'd like to make some too, or whatever you want to call it. So, or just wanted something to do today, or listen to me while you're doing your work or cleaning your house or whatever, my nonsense. So today I'm making a fun little flip book, tag book, whatever you want to call it, but we're using rounds. And what I'm using is these heavy duty, I think these are, these are 4-inch, very heavy chipboard coasters. And I'm going to make a fun project with them. So if you don't have these and you don't want to have to buy 100 or 200, we do have them in our shop, which, you know, you guys all know about our shop and you probably get tired of it. But remember, I told you, I put the things in the shop that I use, that I like to work with, and I've done a lot of projects with these. So this isn't my only project. And you can find videos. But our shop is Design, Journal, and Supply, and we're on Etsy. And so if you want to find some of what I'm playing with today, that's where you go. So today's project is sponsored by Design, Journal, and Supply. Thank you for watching. Okay, there's my commercial for the day. All right, on and upward. So anyway, I am using a beautiful kit from Ruby and Pearl XO, Heather over there. La Fleur, that's the name of this one, is La Fleur. Means the flowers, I believe, if I'm correct. And so I've taken her kit and I am using it to make these little goodies. Now, what I'm planning to do with this, which you can either guess. Now, there's two ways to do this. We can either use, I'm getting some rings out. I wonder how big a ring I'm going to need. I wonder if I'm going to need that really big one. I don't think so. I don't know how thick these are going to get. That's the thing. So what I'll do is maybe put one of each out. We can put them on a ring, just like you would a tag book. That's a circular tag book. Circle tags. Circle tags. Okay? I mean, I have lots of colors. I don't have to use that color, I suppose. Oh my goodness. I can tell what kind of day we're having. That's what happens when you don't sleep. I'm wondering, okay, that one's not working. Okay, so I will leave out, I would think this would work. I don't know, these are pretty thick because I've got about 8 of these tags. I think that size is plenty. I really think I don't need that giant. The rose gold would be pretty too. Okay, I'm really not sure which one I'm going to use. I try to keep these in their little bags so that they're not just running free like they just did, trying to escape me. Okay. Just put these in my little pouch. And I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. We'll set those off to the side. Now, your other option, if you don't want to use those and you would like to, you can use a ribbon, you can use cord, you can use string, you can use jute, you can use, hold on a minute, and I'll show you. You could use chain. So we carry these in our shop as well. You could use chain. Now these might be fun on chain. I don't know that I have chain long enough if you do too many. If you're just doing 1 or 2 or even a single, I mean, you could put these on a Christmas tree, on a backpack, on anything. I mean, look how cute that is. That is just adorable. I like it. Okay, so there's that. Where we have that. I like the antique colors, I think. All right, so let me pull out some things that we can use, and we'll decide when the project's done whether we're going to use chain or we're going to use binder rings. Okay, so those are your options. And I carry the chain in the shop. I don't have the binder rings. So if somebody really, really needs them, ask me and I'll have Jolene set up a set for you. Okay, so we're using these and we're using those. And I'm using a kit from Flora and just mixes and matches of other things. So I have already covered all of these. Super easy to do. I thought it was really a lot of fun. They went so fast. I think it was done, like I was talking to my daughter. She came over and I think I covered them all right when she's sitting there with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 2. I have one that I've already finished. It's got some vintage buttons, embossed papers, the paper from the kit, some words from Sam Poole, and these are vintage or antique buttons. So that's one. This is the other. I'm going to add a word or something to this one. I think it needs a little something else. These are vintage buttons and laces. So those are those two. And the cool thing about these, because they are on a ring or a chain, you can make them as dimensional as you absolutely want to. So that's really cool. The easiest thing to do, let's see, what picture did I not use that I really liked? And I thought, so I can just show you how really easy it is to cover these. I'm looking to see if there was one I wanted to do that I didn't use. Let's see, did I have one? Oh, and I printed this on linen paper, the white linen, cotton linen paper, printer paper. And so I have a lot of cute little, oh, there's a pretty one. Okay, so how this would work, a good way, quick, I mean, this is so quick. If you don't have the edges, of course, it's going to be even quicker because mine doesn't quite, when I tell it print to fit, this is what it does. No matter what, it leaves that lovely little white edge all the way around. Now, I could put it here, 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 here. I could put it anywhere. These are all adorable. But I mainly wanted this to be a rose theme. So what you do is you lay out your card, kind of see where you want it to go, what you want it to see and do. Well, that would be cool too. That would be cool right there. I don't have that. I've got a lot of roses over here. I mean, let's see. That one has a rose. That has a red rose. That has the rose. There's roses, roses. That's got roses. That has roses. That has roses. So that would be the only one without a rose. I don't know. But then I guess I could just cut one out and put it on there. I was thinking about doing that. So, okay, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to look to see where we're at. Then I'm going to take my glue stick or whatever glue you have. Pick the side you want to use. Get a lot of glue on there. I'm trying not to get it on my table, so I'm kind of doing it up in the air. I'd rather glue my thumb than glue the table. Get a lot of glue on there. Turn your paper over. You can hold it up if you're not sure. Just kind of, I can see through this one. So I'm just going to put it down about where I want it. It's that easy, you guys. Look at that. And then let's do this. Okay. And then you just cut around it. Remember, I taught you how to do that. You open your scissors nice and wide. You put it in. You turn with your left hand. Close your scissors with your right, or vice versa, depending if you're left-handed or right-handed. But let's say you're right-handed. This is how you would do it. Same thing if you're left-handed. I don't know if it's more awkward to do that, but I'm turning with my left hand all of the way. And the more I cut circles, the easier it's getting. The first few times, boy, look at that. Isn't that pretty? See how easy, quick, and simple that is? Super simple. Oop, oop, oop. So, there you got it. All right. That fast. Just that fast. kind of worried about the edges, so I want to make sure I will. Okay, now if I missed any, which, you know, no matter how hard you try to put all that glue stick on there, you're always never going to, a lot of times you just aren't going to get to. I think I'm going to get out a new bottle. I think I have a new bottle of this somewhere. I might have to. Oh, how did that close up? I am so careful. Oh, you guys, this is bad because I don't have another one of these. Another, do I have another, did I put another lid in there? Oh boy. Great. I wonder why that dried up. I've been really careful with that. 1 second. I don't think I have any spare. I might, but I think I need to order some more tips. I always have a couple tips on hand, but I might have finally gone through them all. One moment, hold please. Uh-oh. Ah, I got one. Okay. It's not a new one, but at least it's one. All right. Of course, I finally got this to stick on here. And now I can't get it off. I have to be careful here. I don't want to cut anything. Oh, and that's even stuck on there. Oh, you guys, what is happening here? Well, isn't this fun? Okay, I need that glue, guys. What am I going to do? Hold on, I got to think. I'm getting some tools. Well, this is not the way I want my day to go. There, see, it's a nice soft, it won't cut or hurt anything. Yeah, it looks like the whole thing glued itself up. I'll put it in water tonight, and hot boiling water. And I should be able to. Oh, look, I got it open, but really the whole thing is kind of, that pin doesn't even want to come out when I put it in there. Oh no, now the pin's stuck. Oh, you guys, this is crazy. I'm having a day. Okay, well, that is going into hot water. Hot water. I'm hoping this little one I have here will work. It's an older one, and it's kind of clogged up, and that's one of the reasons I stopped using it. So I guess I'm going to be doing some cleaning tonight. Okay, let's see if we can get some glue out. There. Sorry, I apologize, everyone. That was weird. Thought I could fix it quickly. Not. I don't usually have them clog up on me like that. That is a weird one. So I will take that to the boiling water cup tonight. Hot cup of boiling water, and let it sit. See if we can unplug it. So, okay, it's good to go. You can ink the edges, you can go all the way around, however you want to go, and you're ready to decorate, right? So that's the whole point today, is we're going to decorate these little goodies. Let me see how much time we just wasted on that. Oops. Okay. Gotta get moving. I'm not going to decorate all of them today. I just kind of wanted to share a fun little circle project with you that I thought would be fun to work on. Okay, so this one's done. I'm going to put that up. This one I want to add a word to, which I saw some words that I cut off, like I cut off of here. So I thought I could use those words over here. Actually, I might have to use scissors for this. Where'd my little scissors go? Where are my scissors? Not where they're supposed to be. There they are. Okay, I'm going to cut this down. Yeah, I don't really know what that means. But it was a word from the kit, so I thought, well, let's just use it. Or I could just use one of my other words. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything bad, so I doubt it would be in Heather's kit. All right. I just want to glue that on there if it fits. Yeah, just barely. I think we can get it on there. Okay. So what are you guys up to? Anything exciting? We've been incredibly busy, but not with anything exciting as in fun and happy. We have had some trauma in our family. We are having trauma in our family. And it's been a really rough several days. Well, for quite some time. As you know, my daughter lost her husband. It'll be 2 years, September 2nd. And, you know, the first year they were numb. The second year has really hit them hard. And, you know, she's raising 2 girls by herself, and we're doing everything we can to help. Well, she has a neighbor who is an alcoholic, and he is, abusive, verbally and physically, to the women in his family. Well, he's been taking and heaping that abuse on the women in the neighborhood. My daughter lives in a court. She lives right next door to him. And he's been harassing her and the other lady neighbors in the court. He harasses them verbally, threatens them, screams obscenities at them, just a miserable human being. He's throwing all kinds of trash, food, glass, paint into her yard. She has reported it. The other ladies have reported it. Well, on Friday night, he was driving drunk and tried to run down 2 of the neighbor men who were trying to protect the women. And in the neighborhood, they were all outside, you know, enjoying a nice weekend because they all know each other. And so they hang out and talk, and they're outside enjoying a nice evening with the kids. And he goes crazy, and he tries to run him over with his car. So they called the police. He was arrested. But after that, my daughter has become, because she's a single woman, he knows there's no man there. He's been harassing her verbally. Just every time she leaves the house, she comes in and he's, you know, heaping obscenities at her and saying horrible things to her. And, you know, he's targeting her and then one of the other gals in the neighborhood who walks her granddaughter around the court. You know, she's babysitting, so they go out for their daily walk. And so she had to call the police because she couldn't get home safely, and they talked to her on the phone, which they said they would send an officer out. She said, no, I'm almost home. Just talk to me. You'll be able to hear him, you know, and what he's saying to me. And she's an older lady like myself. She's not young like my daughter. And, you know, he's harassing her. And I heard her on the phone talking to my daughter when she got home, because my daughter said, did you get home safe? Because all the women are banding together, oh no, against this guy. And protecting each other and giving each other safe havens if they need it, or loaning a husband. Of course, all the men are looking out for Jolene and the wives because she's alone. And this guy knows it. It just ticks me off. She's having a hard enough time anyway. She's grieving. She's coming up on the anniversary. It's a tough time for her. And this guy is just doing all he can to make her miserable. And what a spineless jerk he is. A whole lot of other bad names, but I can't say those on here. So she's going through hell. She's a nervous wreck. We're a nervous wreck. So the police said, well, you know, they've already been out once, took a report on the paint being thrown into her yard, all over her fence, into her garden, all over her plants. And it's a place where her cats lay every day. And had they thrown it onto the cats, would have been a horrible vet bill that they would claim they didn't do, of course. And so police have already taken reports. Well, we've had enough where my husband's had to go over there and wait for her to bring the kids home from school and walk them in the house so that he will not harass my daughter and my granddaughters. So, you know, we're all stressed out and worried, and just one thing after another keeps happening with this guy. So my stress level's at an all-time high. I haven't really been able to even craft. Normally I craft to keep my stress down, but it's just really hard to concentrate when I'm worried about her and my granddaughters every minute of every day. What's he going to do next? He spit on her over the fence. I mean, he is just If he hears her in the backyard, he just starts yelling stuff at her, and obscenities, and just, it's horrible. And none of it makes sense. She's nice, she's polite, she's tried everything with this guy, and it just isn't getting any better. He just feels he can. So finally, my husband and I bit the bullet and bought her a security system. My husband went and installed it today, early this morning. We told her, she hasn't been able to go outside in her backyard or her front yard. We told her, don't go outside, don't do this, don't do that unless your father's around. Well, she's basically trapped in her house. Yes, she's running a business, but, you know, she wants to be able to go outside. And so, in her own yard, she was afraid to let the cats out to go to the bathroom because they're indoor-outdoor cats. Right now, she's making them indoor cats because she doesn't trust him not to hurt the cats or throw poison over the fence or some other awful thing. So, it's been a lot of really bad days around here. So I'm not sleeping. My migraines have gone crazy because stress is like a no-no. So that's what's going on here. We got the security systems up today. The police were glad, but said, you know, you can't point him at his house. Yeah, we know all the rules. You can't do any of that. But if he's harassing her, throwing, you know, verbalizing obscenities at her, the camera will pick it up. If they throw things over the fence, at the yard, the house, the cats, poison, anything, cigarettes, matches, any bad things over the fence at her, they'll have that on camera because they put cameras in the backyard, just their backyard, not recording his house, and in her front yard, also to protect the fact that she has a business and gets packages every day, and we're having trouble with porch pirates, so make sure that, you know, the things that are coming and going, and then she leaves packages for the post office to pick up, so, you know, she's got a business to protect as well. It's our business, so I've got all the cameras in now, and she can't even mow her lawn. I mean, she can't do anything without him all over her. You're making too much noise, or, you know, you did this or you did that. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm not even home. I wasn't home. What are you talking about? You know, and he's just, nothing she can say or do to defend herself ever. I feel like this needs something. I just don't know what it needs. Probably a word. Maybe some kind of embellishment. Oh, you know what? I have all kinds of embellishments. Let me hold on a minute. Maybe we could do a flower embellishment. I don't know that I have any that would look good on here, though. So, I didn't sleep much last night because I knew my husband was going over there this morning. We were really worried about him retaliating about the cameras because now he can't just harass her unchecked, because she can send it directly to the police department. They are all the women have banded together, and they are filing restraining orders and some other kind of order, protective orders against him. And he can't even speak to them, literally cannot. Him or his, and then his oldest daughter, who's not as old as my daughter, but not young either. She has her own child that lives there with them. Has adopted her father's ways. He's picked up his behavior, his abusive behavior, and she's heaping abusive words at my daughter, nasty things, threatening to beat her up and harm her and her kids, and just awful behavior from a woman to another woman. And she's got a child in that house. She needs to be careful. And so they're going to also get a protective order against her as well, because she's threatening to harm a couple of the women, including my daughter. Beat them up, beat down. They're not going to live through, and they'll wish they were dead. You know, that kind of stuff. That's what she's yelling at them. So we have been through it, folks. We really have. Sorry to bend your ears. I know you come here for happy things, but this is what's going on and why you haven't seen me. We've been dealing with that every day. Created a migraine storm in my head. I had one migraine after another nonstop for 2 or 3 days, and they were bad. I get the kind of migraines that can cause strokes or can act like a stroke after they're over, so they're really dangerous for me. I want to see what I could put this on. I usually have plates here to pour these on. All my plates are full of projects. I'm looking for like some teeny tiny little buttons. Maybe another little tiny button. So that's what's going on with us. Those of you who've been following me a long time know a great deal about my family. I've always shared everything with you guys since day one. And today is also the anniversary of the passing of one of my dearest friends from COVID. And I'm missing her like crazy. I know what she would say about all this. She'd be getting in that guy's face. She's one heck of a strong woman. But we lost her to COVID, so I miss her so bad. We were considered the dynamic duo. We started neighborhood watches for our old neighborhood. We got speed bumps because we had so many speeders up and down our street. You know, it took us 3 years to get those speed bumps. Now they're in every neighborhood of the town, I swear. But it does the job, so... I want to see if I had a little, I have tiny, tiny little buttons, and that's what I'm kind of looking for here. I don't know if buttons are the thing this time. You know, sometimes I bring out something and I think, oh yeah, this is going to be great. And then I get it on there and I go, oh, no, I don't really like that. I don't have my plates, my magic plates. Where's all my plates? Like, I have 50,000 plates. Why can't I find one when I want one, right? Or a bowl or something. Let me see. There we go. Then I don't have to chase these all over the table. So what are you guys doing? Anything new and exciting? Hopefully something great and happy. I'm sorry for the downer. Done with that, okay? Just if I sound quiet or tired, or as I am. I am. I see tiny little buttons. They seem tiny, and then I pull them out and I went, oh, those are kind of big. Maybe I'll just put one button on there. I am not finding two of anything that I like, unfortunately. And these are all antique buttons, so all of them. And a lot of them are mother of pearl, you know, which is nice. This one is right here. And so is that one. I think just the one button is fine. I don't think I have to have two, do I? Put these up here for right now. Okay. I kind of got like what I got going here. Decide which side of the button do I want to use. It's got thread on it from the garment that it came off of, which was probably now considered a vintage gown. This little piece that I ripped off here came from a vintage dress or skirt or top or something. So I did that. I got that lady. So let's put a word there. That might work. Let's see, do we have anything here? Is there some... am I finding anything here I like? That would probably be too long. I just need some little short goodies. So let me see. What do I have in my sample stamp boards? As I stamp. Of course, you know I love Paris. I use that word a lot. I think carte postale is going to be too big. Even if I cut it down. Now this is stamped on antique books from the 1600s that I got from Rachel. And it was left over from something that I had made. Cut off the edges of the book. And so I stamped on it, and oh, it's so yummy. Really yummy. This is a fun little project. Just sit and play. You know, you just sit and play. Yeah, I think the reason I put that on there is because, or took that off of there and put a new one on, was because it wouldn't stay on. It kept falling off, and now I'm running into that again. No, I don't like that up there. I'm going to put that down there. Yes, I did slide that down, but I think it'll be okay. There. That's cute. I can put a bow or something on there if I want at the top. I don't know if a red one would be too in your face. Let me see. I'm just trying to find out where would I put it if I did put one on there. Maybe down by the little girl. That's kind of pretty. I know it pulls up the red a lot, but there's red there. There's red roses on there. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I kind of want to dull that down a little, so I'm just kind of using my ink on it. My Distress ink. Vintage Photo. Alrighty. I mean, they all have to be the same either. You know, we could do, each one can be very different, can be its own little story, could be however you want it to be. I am going to put a hole. Let's see from here. Where would that hole go? Because I want it to be similar to the other ones in the right, you know, place. I don't want it up in the air. Right there, right at the top of her hat. And I will go back after and put some eyelets on these, I think. Or hole reinforcer, something to, you know, keep it from wearing out. Because, I mean, I think, look how cute these are. Look at that. Isn't that cute? There we go. Okay. Now I have more. What do we have here? You kind of don't want to do anything, but I think I'm going to use the photos from the kit. The kit had a bunch of these darling photos, and some of them are printed on linen, and some are now printed on cardstock. So I already used that one. I'm going to use one of these, I think, on, I think these ladies, no, I know I want to put on that one, never mind. I think these ladies would be cool on there. So let's pick out a few ladies to cut out carefully. And let's cut, yeah, sorry, I have the hiccups. My stomach is a mess. It is not liking what I'm eating. It's giving me fits. Okay, so let's do some inking. And let's round some corners on these. Sorry, I needed that deep breath. I forget to breathe. I hold my breath too much. Hope you guys are doing something fun. I know summer's over for everybody. The weather is still summer-like for most of us. We haven't all got to fall. We don't get to fall till late, you know, if we get fall at all. Although, honestly, I was checking the time. It feels like fall today. So I'm loving it. I'm taking advantage of it because I'm sure it's going to get hot again. Let me get my vintage photo out. I'm sure it's going to get hot again, you know. There we go. I want to do the edges. I don't want the white edges. I want it to be aged. And go to the back, age it a little bit. You could write on the back of these. There's plenty of room to write. You can add another paper to the back. You could decorate the back. I want to use that on there. But what I want to do is I want to make it look older. So I have this paper, it's painter's paper, that you put along like your baseboards when you're painting. I get it at my local paint shop. Love this stuff. So I want to do this first. Then I want to take and ink it all over the scrunchies. This is a scrunchie. And kind of, give it a little aging. Just sort of go along and, do a little rip off a corner. Then maybe put a little more ink on that. And then yeah, there might be just a little too much on here, but we'll see. Let's see what happens when I glue it on. I'm going to use this glue because it allows me to move it around. If I use dark glitter glue, it's dry before I can even get it on there. So I want to be able to kind of munch this up and move it around. And then you just kind of scrunch and ink and scrunch and ink until you get the look that you want. Okay. Very cool. I like that, right? I wouldn't mind something else behind it, like some lace or something. I wonder if I have any in my little... This tray I just throw everything into. And then, I also have other... Let's squish it up a little bit. It hurts me to hurt lace. But sometimes you just need to have it look a little less than perfect. I have another one of those. I cut those off all the time. How about this? Just kind of put some lace under there. I don't know, that isn't cutting it for me. Oh, there's something a little more sheer, which I do like that. One thing you can do, I don't like the hard corners, so I'm going to cut those off. There, do something like that. Oh. Okay. That's all right. I think what I'll do is I'll put a little on here. Just kind of squish it up a little bit. There we go. And then let's do the same thing over here. Oh, that's the wrong side. Ugh. Okay, I need it on this side. And then I kind of want it to go on there like that, but I gotta have to me get some, get this, the goose off my hands. So I hope you like this little project and you're crafting along with me. You can even just cut a circle out of cardboard if you want. Could use cereal boxes or whatever you like. I just like the weight of this. This makes great. It's really great. These are really great for Christmas ornaments or hang tags, or if you're place setting tags, if you're having a party and you want to have a little place setting, you can put them on a chain or a bow, ribbon. There. How do we like that? That's kind of cool, I think. There. Looks like an old ripped up photo, doesn't it? And I'm going to put some color over it so it looks older. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. And I want to put like a little something there, I think. What time do we have? Let me double check. I have to stand up for a minute anyway. My legs are going to sleep. Let me see what the time is. Oh, am I reading that right? Yeah, I'm reading it right. We've got a little time. Let me get a little something or other. Something, something. A little something, something to go up there. Of course, you don't have all kinds of something, somethings. I ordered all new something, somethings because I was getting low. That's too big. And I got some new things, so I'm really excited. That's too big. Darn. I was hoping it was smaller. Well, that's pretty. Put something like that there. We could. We also, we have these too. Yeah, I just reordered these. I forget where I got them from, some little shop. Oh, they come from England, actually. I ordered them from the UK. Takes quite a while to get them, but it's fun. I really would like to put that up there, but it has a metal shank, and my hubby has to cut those off for me. Unless I want to break a hand, it is out of my strength zone. I am not able to. Of course, if I don't use that, I do have these. I mean, I could use something else. I do have these. Let me see how this one looks. Let me get my scissors. Yeah, I have a big mess on my desk. Do you realize that? Oh, you should have seen me when I was finishing off my Soothing Sea. By the way, thank you all for your wonderful comments on that and your kindness about it and your interest in it. For those of you who are asking, it is sold and gone already. It's already off to its new home and its new journal mom. Oh, that's pretty on there too. I don't have much of this one. I'm almost out of this and I don't know where to get this one. And of course, I like that one the best. Sure I do. I feel like this one might be a little fancy. It might be a little too fancy. I know there's probably someone going, no, keep that one. I know. But I'm kind of trying to make these look really old. And although this doesn't particularly make it look old, it's still not as big and in your face as that other one is. Boy. I'm going to have to give myself a good scrubbing when I'm done here. Into the sink you go. Okay. Yeah, go get the Dawn dish soap and get rid of all the glue. Or alcohol. But, you know, I've got cuts on my hands, so that's going to hurt if I do that. Oh, isn't that cute? I love it. Now it needs a word, and then that one's done. I think that's the right one. No. That is not the right one. I am just having a great day here. I've left the lid off the other one again, so now I've probably clogged it up. I think this is the problem, is that it's gotten too clogged up to where it's not cutting off the oxygen when I close it, so it sealed itself. Okay. Let's put a little word down there. I don't want to keep using the word Paris, but boy, I sure love that word. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, I could put a date on there if I find a thinner one, which I'm sure I have one. I do have numbers I could put at the bottom. I have this one. It's pink, but that's all right. There's pink in here. Okay. Oh, it hurts my hands to do that ripping. Whew. My arthritis thinks I'm being mean. It will gripe at me later. All right, let's put this on. If it didn't clog itself up. If it did, I'm going to be doing a whole lot of cleaning tonight on these things. I'm trying to put it up under this. Makes it look like this is the photo number, right? You know, from like a photo catalog. Oh, you'd want photo 940.91C47513. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Don't mind me. Your friend has gone over the deep end. That's how I know where the hole punch needs to go. Oh, that was the wrong size hole. I need the big one. There, I moved it over a little too because I'd gotten it too far on one side. So, aren't these adorable? So this is what they would look like. I may add something else to that. I'm not sure that that's finished. But let's say we've got tags. We've got tags. Look it. And then I can put things between too. But isn't that cute? Don't you just love that? So that's the project I'm making. So get out your goodies and craft along with me. And if you don't have some of these things, go to the shop. Jolene will get them to you right away. She's still working her little hiney off for us, even with all of her troubles. And so come and craft with me. This is really fun. Super easy. You saw how fast that was. It took me 2 seconds. So for this one, I'm just going to cut this dove out and put it there. I think that's what I'm going to do with that one. I love this, not dove, excuse me, swan. Ooh, this swan would be insulted if it heard I called it a dove. Just got a demotion, didn't it? And yes, I did just cut that out of the middle of that paper. That's fine. I got a whole bunch of copies of that because I knew I was going to love it. But I'm thinking I might put it in my punch. Would that fit in my 2-inch punch? I don't think so because I think this is too big. If it doesn't fit in the... Oh, it just fits in the 2-inch punch. There we go. That worked. I had to stand up to get to that punch. It's a really heavy punch, so if I don't stand up, I'm going to end up hurting myself probably. All right, so we've got another one on the way. We can put that on there. Put some ruffles behind it. Maybe add another picture. Maybe add like a lady or a little kid, or maybe add these guys with that. Or, oh, these ladies maybe with the swan. Isn't that cool? And that's sort of pink. I didn't realize that paper had a pink tint to it. Yay. That's pretty cool. I mean, I can definitely do some fussy cutting on these gals. I'm not going to do what they call a kiss cut. We're around it. We've cut away some of it, but we're not cutting away all of it. In other words, I got rid of that dark part and put that on there. So now it fits on there, and we can add like something like that. We can add some lace to that. Maybe put that over that. Isn't that fun? We could maybe go over here. something like that. So it's that easy. It's so fun. You're going to have a great time making these. These are great fun. So get out your circles. I don't care if it's a can, a cup, a mug. Draw yourself some circles on cardboard. Cover it up with your favorite papers. And have some fun. Have some play. Enjoy your day. So thank you for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. Bye-bye.